Here we go. Welcome to Total Conflict. Wow, I can't believe I fucked up this early. Jeez, can we start this again? Hold on. Let's go back real quick. Hold on. Let's go ahead and try that again. Welcome to Total Conflict MMA, and thank you for joining us as we prepare to watch some of the highest level of mixed martial arts talent in esports competition. We are live and live broadcasting from the city of Chicago in the heart of Illinois to fight fans around the world. This is Total Conflict MMA Fight Night 6, Vader versus ImTheGoat. Tonight, the PlayStation division takes center stage as the Regicide Invitational 3's PlayStation winner, Vader, also known as Fortified, looks to take the main event spot against a legend in the game, ImTheGoat. But before that, the co-main is also going to be a battle between two heavy hitters in the Xbox division. Knightfall and EK Warrior aim to put on a show that will have everyone at home out of their seats. With a stacked card and with some new names and all, this is promising to be a night of action and, as you already know, drama. Some players are still warming up and some are already lobbied and ready to bring the conflict. So if you at home are ready, then we here at Total Conflict are ready. Tonight, it's the main fight night squad. It's Baron Von Jedi, that's who my name is, and I'm here tonight with Deadpool. Deadpool, how are you tonight, my friend?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Luckily, we're streaming again on a Friday night. I think that this card is great. We have an amazing main event there with two really high level players. That honestly, that should be on the main card. So to have this on a fight night, it's exciting.
Yeah, 100%. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the fights that we're going to be having here tonight. Now, I do believe that one of these fights have been scrapped, and Deadpool, you can go ahead and educate us on that when we get to it. But let's take a look at some of the fights that we have here tonight. 3 prelims, 3 main card fights, 1 co-main and 1 main event to make up your 8 fight event here tonight. We're going to start off tonight with a heavyweight weight class fight between Legacy and Shoes World. That should be a very fun fight to start off tonight's card. Deathman versus Vert Galaxy next. I don't believe that we've seen Vert Galaxy before, so very much looking forward to that fight. Finishing off our prelims, it is going to be okay, Zakugan. That's not what I was going to say. That's a good thing I saved that one. Oof, that was not. All right, Zakugan versus Spook. I don't believe that's Spooky. I think that's just a different person. So Zakugan versus Spook finishing off our prelim. Starting off our main card is in fact not Mud versus Star Deadpool. Who is it?
So it'd be BMF Mateos versus Asher is our new fight in that spot.
Gotcha. I'll turn down the music. Oh my bad. What the fuck? Holy shit. My bad.
People are probably getting blasted with the music.
Yeah, that's my bad. I don't know. Okay, all right, my bad. Hey, sorry y'all. Yeah, hey, everyone at home that can actually hear me now. Do you want me to run through the card from the start, or should we just pick up off from the first main card fight? Yeah, start over. Okay, all right. I man, I love you guys, man. You guys are no whimpering. No, Ian. No. We got to listen to the people. First of all, big shout out to Whimpering Ian giving out the community sub, and to Jay Rilla. I appreciate you guys. You guys started off a hype train, but let's go ahead, restart this card. Starting off our prelim fights tonight, we have 3 prelims, 3 main card fights, 1 co-main and 1 main event. Let's go ahead and get into it. Our prelim fights are starting off with a heavyweight fight between Legacy and Shoes World. That should be a very fun fight. Deathman versus Vert Galaxy. While I don't think we've seen Vert Galaxy before, we're going to see a very good fight between those two tonight. Zakugan versus Spook. That should be a good fight. Well, I don't think Spook is spooky. I think these are 2 different people. We're looking forward to seeing these guys again. Or at least Zakugan. I don't think we've seen Spook. I don't know. This is all news to me. So anyway, while it says on your screen Mud versus Star did not respond, is missing in action, so we're not 100% sure what's happening with him, so that fight will not be happening. We are instead having Mateos, right? Mateos versus Asher. That will be starting off our main card fight. Pigeon, coming off a loss versus Striken, I believe, is going to be fighting against King Jon Snow, a tremendous supporter of Total Conflict MMA. Very much looking forward to that fight. Drake UFC versus TJ is going to be finishing off our main card before we get into our co-main event. Knightfall versus EK Warrior is going to be your co-main, and then obviously our main card fight, or excuse me, yeah, or our main event, Vader versus ImTheGoat, should be a excellent match. With that said, let's go ahead and get right into our very first fight. These guys are already lobbied up and ready to go, so let's go ahead and get into it. Big shout out to everyone at home, whether you're watching us here on Twitch or on YouTube. We appreciate all the support. But let's go ahead and get into it. The predictions are up. Shout out to Verse for doing the predictions. He's doing them very late at night tonight, so we appreciate you. But let's get into this very first fight. First round immediately starts off with a takedown from Shoes World. It's an excellent strategy to do against a guy like a Kimbo Slice pick.
Yeah, and obviously we're going to see a difference in cardio, a difference in pretty much every health stat, and it might be. I think the 3.5-star pick is going to be a really big struggle for Legacy, but I think he can pull it off. I mean, Kimbo has a lot of power. If you land a couple shots, it's lights out for
Listen, I
Pavlovich.
tell you what, man. I'm a big fan of using Kimbo in this game. So I know what type of power he has. I'm pretty sure that he's 4-star. He was 3.5-star for a long time, but I'm pretty sure that he's 4-star now. But you Parasite, appreciate all the bits. 69, nice 69. Appreciate all the biddies, very much. Thank you for the support, everyone. We very much appreciate everyone's support on this Friday night as we introduce the new Fight Night cards. Cheering a couple more bits from Parasite. Thank you very much, Captain. Nice little teep there with 250 on the clock from Legacy. Says
Yeah, we're seeing a
69
lot of
is the
grappling
next
exchanges.
Yeah, which is like I said at the beginning of this fight, it's an excellent strategy coming from Shoes World. And that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, Pavlovich has pretty decent takedowns. I think he has pretty much all the turning takedowns in the game, so you can mix it up.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my goodness! Wow, jeez, good lord! I just switched over to YouTube. Wow, tremendous support going on over at YouTube. Thank you very much for everyone who's joining us tonight on YouTube. 1:35 left on the clock in this first round. Some nice fakes and nice little peppering from both fighters.
And even though that the Pavlovich has been kind of shooting and trying to mix up here, I do think Kimbo's kind of getting the better on the feet here, or at least it's fairly even. Which you'd think he'd be bringing out a little bit maybe of an advantage from those grappling exchanges.
Leon is in chat saying Kimbo Slice back from the grave. Yeah, rest in peace to Kimbo Slice. I was a big fan of that guy when he was just starting as a YouTube legend. I mean, it was especially big to me because I was growing up in Florida, so it was kind of cool. But only a couple seconds left in this first round. A nice couple shots traded from both guys. Still not a tremendous amount of damage being suffered from either guy, but a nice little exchange there ends off the very first round. If you guys are joining us tonight on Twitch, the Discord link is in the chat. And it should be pinned up to the very top. If you guys are not already in the Discord, please join us. Start getting signed up and you know, fighting. We want to see more competition. We want to see more names. We want to make more names. But let's go. Here we go in the very second round of this first fight. Nice little takedown fake there from Shoes.
And talking about names, Legacy's trying to make a name for himself here, getting the win with Kimbo Slice. I mean, this would be huge. That was definitely a Kimbo Slice round, this last one. So we're going to be obviously seeing a little bit maybe more pressure from this Pavlovich. Already opened up the nose there on Kimbo.
Yeah, good observation, Deadpool. Nice knee down the middle from Legacy. You know, Legacy has definitely become much more aware of these takedowns, so it's going to get his hands a little bit low, have him a little bit more, you know, open to taking those shots. Oh, just like that one. Nice takedown defense though from Legacy. He's been showing it off all night.
I mean, how many shots do you take before you just think, okay, maybe I should try to strike a little bit on the feet and try to set up my shots? These are kind of coming from across the octagon here. They're fairly easy to deny for Legacy up until this point.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Dirty Life 70 for the follow. Thank you very much, my friend. We appreciate it. For everyone who's on YouTube, if you guys could hit us with that subscribe, we'd greatly appreciate it. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, and we're very close. I think we're at 96. We're almost there, but oh, nice shot from Shoes World. Hurts his man for possibly the first time tonight. A nice takedown defense from Legacy.
And maybe a mistake there from Shoes World, shooting a takedown while he's rocked. I mean, you'd think he'd try to go for more damage. It seems like he's trying to secure the round.
Yeah, I think he just felt like he had the advantage, and you know he's been looking to get it to the ground, which is, you know, it's the best way to stifle Kimbo's power is by taking him to the ground, right? So, not the worst idea, but you know he just wasn't able to get it off, unfortunately. You know he was probably hoping for that spear takedown, and it just, you know, it just didn't get what he wanted.
Obviously, we're seeing a little bit more pressure from Kimbo here, thinking that he's down on the round.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, Legacy's hurt. Oh, and that is it. Legacy is finished in the first round, or excuse me, the second round.
I mean, what a finish from Pavlovich there. Obviously taking advantage of the stun earlier that round. Gets him on the ground. Doesn't even go to stack guard. Just finishes it in full guard. And he played the wall. He played it really well.
Yeah. Yeah. Played very well. Played very well. You know, unfortunately, those takedowns weren't, you know, too successful for him. But ultimately, got the knockdown. Was able to, you know, get on after it, and that was it. You have yourself a winner in Shoes World. So congratulations to him. We're very much looking forward to seeing him maybe improve the setup to his takedowns, you know, before he starts launching them. But still, good win for him overall.
Yeah, and then maybe having some more confidence in the striking there. Obviously, that's where he got the victory, and maybe if he kept it there, he would have gotten the victory a little bit sooner.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, Deadpool. I got you. I somehow have you sectioned off, just a little bit off center. So I don't know how that happened, but you're okay with, you know, the world can still see what a lovely young man you are. So you're all good.
Yeah, I might have to scoot over to the right or left depending on which side it is. We'll say.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. Shout out real quick before we get on to the next fight to Deathman, who's going to be competing later on tonight, gifting 5 subs. It says 5 subs plus 2. What does that mean? 7 subs? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think they just put 7 subs, but
like, for fuck's sakes, like, just what is? God. Oh wait, no. So no. Wow. Hey guys, I'm a fucking idiot. And it says gave out 5 community sub gifts plus 3, and then I didn't read the minutes ago underneath it. So anyway, shout out to Deathman for the gifted subs. Greatly appreciated. If you guys got gifted a sub here on Twitch, please reach out to the person that gifted you a sub and say thank you. It's the polite thing, it's the kind thing, it's what you should do. With that said, I believe it's Deathman and Vert that we have next, as a matter of fact. So Deathman and Vert are already lobbied up. I know there was a lot of support for Vert Galaxy over on YouTube. Well, you guys are going to go ahead and be able to see his fight next. They're lobbied up and ready to go, so let's go ahead and get things pushed on over to them, and let's let these guys get going. Baron, you smoke a dab. I did not smoke a dab. All right, I don't partake in your habitual smoking of the cannabis. I don't do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you're in the booth, lines only, no dabs.
Yeah. Here we go. Second fight of tonight's card. 3 prelim fights for tonight. This is your second one. 4-star fighters and below are only accessible to prelim fights, and more fighters become more accessible as you move up the card. Predictions are up and ready to go, so go ahead and make them now. Takedown denied there from Vert. Well done.
That man already shooting. Chase Super I don't think has any turning takedowns actually, so I don't know exactly what the game plan is here for Deathman, but if that's what it is, it might be a Might be a tough road or tough 3 rounds here for him. Got Vert taking the back and getting full mount here on this Chase Hooper, and this could be potentially dangerous here if he doesn't get out of here quickly.
Yeah, this is bad news. And wow, hey, real quick, shout out to all of our people over on YouTube. Man, all those people were really able to come through. It got us with the couple extra subscriptions that got us to 100 subscribers. We greatly appreciate it. That's a huge milestone for us. First submission is locked in.
And that's huge, by the way, on the feet, just because Nate Diaz obviously has the advantage standing up, and now you just gave him pretty much half of your block health there.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough fight, even if he does manage to stand himself up.
Yeah, Deathman's going to have to be smart about this. Able to defend another submission attempt and move to half guard. Much better position for him, but was able to get posture up for just a moment. Not a lot being done. Both guys starting to be trepidatious about movement on the ground, especially after one submission being sunk in.
You might have to define trepidatious for me and for the rest of the audience here, but otherwise, I mean, these guys are grappling really well on the.
Trepidatious meaning hesitant, as in being extra careful.
We can add that to our vocabulary now for the rest of the audience. So.
There you go. $35 left on the clock in this first round. Nice movement, but a nice counter elbow there lands for Deathman.
And as you can tell, that block health is pretty low already. I mean, start of the barely about to go into the second round. Not much damage coming on from either end because of the punching power, but if that block health gets any lower, that might be a struggle to keep it here on the feet.
Yeah, I mean that block health is looking rough, and that submission did a tremendous amount of damage to said block health. So, you know, Deathman is definitely gonna have to fight with some type of emergency, you know, from here in an effort to at least start winning this fight back in his momentum.
Yeah, I want to see potentially a bit more jabs being used, a bit more carefulness or on the feet here, which I think could potentially get him an advantage. But right now he's kind of starting off with just round strikes, walking forward with everything. He's getting met up with a lot of strikes here.
Yeah, I can appreciate the lateral moving strikes from Deathman, but it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Real quick, everyone at home, can you guys do me a huge favor? I'm having some serious issues with my microphone. It sounds like, and does it sound like I'm clipping at all? Like, is my audio clipping out at all? Like, if I get loud, let me know. You guys in chat are usually good to tell me. Everyone's saying it sounds good. All right. You guys are all right. You guys are the best. I appreciate you guys. 3:15 on the clock in the second round, and we find ourselves in a similar position from the first round with Vert on top, looking for a submission, trying to lock it in. Deadpool.
Yeah, that armbar is there, and if he gets one denial here, it's over. Yeah, but. And Vert kind of teased the. I think he's still gonna get it, and that's a tap, and he gets it.
Oh!
Congratulations to Vert there.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, a dominant performance there. Honestly, he didn't look in danger at all.
100% no. I mean, Vert looked very good throughout that fight. I mean, it slapped on 2 submissions across two rounds, what more can you ask for? So for those of you that bet on him over here on Twitch, for those of you that were rooting for him on YouTube, it sounds like you guys got exactly what you wanted. So congratulations to Vert Galaxy on a big win tonight. I have to fulfill some obligations. I saw somebody like get the whole like hat change thing, so I gotta do that. Honestly, it's just because people want to see me bald. That's all. People just want to see the bald head.
They just want more screenshots for the stickers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But yeah, congratulations to Vert. The excellent performance from him. Sorry to everyone who is getting hit with advertisements. Just to let you guys know, if you do want to avoid said advertisements, you can do that by subscribing for $5.99 a month, or somebody might actually gift you a subscription. That is known to happen. And if that doesn't happen, you can always use your Twitch Prime, because Twitch Prime or your Amazon Prime has a excuse me, as a what do you call it? You guys know what I'm talking about. I didn't fucking smoke, guys. Chill out. Stop.
Yeah, the Amazon Prime gives you a free 1 month sub to any channel.
Yeah. Yo, Baron, why the fuck your shirt tucked in? Because that's fucking how I like to wear it. I don't. What the fuck? Why are you fucking trying to? All right, man. Listen. We're not here to fucking judge my fit. All right, you guys can't even see the fit, so don't fucking, relax. We're here for some fights. I believe we have a different fight than what we were first set up for, Deadpool. It looks like we have Breezy Tricks stepping in to fight against Zach Ugon. These guys are already lobbied up. It looks like they are already ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and push things on over to them. You've been around, Deadpool. What's your thoughts on Breezy Tricks?
I mean, to be completely honest with you, I haven't seen Breezy Tricks too much.
Okay, that's okay.
Just because I'm not an Xbox player, but I know he's solid. I know that much. I know he competes in several different leagues, and he's been around for a while. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Xbox, so.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if we have seen a lot of Zach Ugon. I know we've seen him before. You've got some people in the chat that are that are rooting for him. I believe the predictions are up. Maybe not. They should be going up. Roger is in chat saying, no way the mods delete my message. It's very much possible, Roger, if you say something inappropriate, that they might. But it looks like the, oh goodness, people are getting timed out now. Oh man, this is getting crazy. Oh no, it's the, all right, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. A little over 4 minutes left on the clock in this first round between Zach Ugon and Breezy Tricks. Breezy Tricks pushing the pressure.
Oh, and a great uppercut there, kind of intercepting him during that head movement, trying to slip chain. That might have given Zach Ugon the advantage that he needed here on the feet. Right, goes for a check hook, rocks him again. We could potentially see Breezy Tricks go down early here. He doesn't be a little bit more careful there going forward.
Oof.
Zach doing a double spinning back fist there for some reason.
All right, well, I saw someone I saw someone in chat oh, Breezy Tricks.
Oh,
Fuck whatever that chatter said. It doesn't matter. Breezy Tricks about to finish this fight. He chooses to
really
stand back
surprised
up.
he didn't get that guard there.
Did he have the option? He had the option, right?
He did not have that. Oh, a beautiful lunging straight. This could be over here on the ground, and it is.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I mean, how many times do you see a lunging straight, Baron?
I mean, it's not often. And in fact, one of my favorite moments of somebody getting nailed with like a lunging strike was when Maxi did it against I think it was Hack the World. He hit him with he was really timing some really good lunging hooks, and it looks so good. It looks so good. So yeah, very well done there from Breezy Tricks. Made quick work. Frankly, I'm a little mad at you, Breezy. I didn't even have time to pull up the next fight. I'm a little unprepared. But no, congratulations to Breezy Tricks. Very good performance here tonight.
Yeah, he got rocked a couple times and then just said, "Okay, let me lock in and let me get this win real quick."
You guys are getting out of hand with spending your points to time people out. What are you guys doing? This is getting insane. What I was gonna say during that fight was I saw somebody go like look at these timeout things and go, does that shit even work? And then immediately Maxi timed him out. Like I saw the message just evaporate. That shit fucking killed me. Anyway, everyone, I hope you guys have been enjoying tonight's card. We have one more fight for the prelims, and then we will be getting into the main card. I saw somebody over on YouTube asking, are there any pullouts on the Xbox side? I'm not 100% sure, fam, but if you go ahead and get into the Discord, there's a good chance that you will have a better idea than I would, quite frankly. So get in the Discord. The links are in the chats. And you could potentially get a fight tonight. Maybe. I don't know. It happens. But it looks like we have Asher versus what was the name, Deadpool? Mateo?
It's BMF Mateos.
Mateos.
I'm pretty sure they are a Brazilian camp, so that's probably why the name.
Interesting. All right, I'm here for it. I love to see competitors from unique places around the world. So shout out to Grimjow2198 for the follow. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you and the support for Total Conflict. If you guys are interested in supporting, go ahead and hit us with that subscription for $5.99 a month, and then maybe I can stop yapping about it. But let's go ahead and push things on over to the competitors. These guys are already lobbied up and ready to go. Very much looking forward to this. I love me these types of picks. So I'm a fan.
Yeah, this isn't a fight that I would see going to a decision. I'll say that. No.
You guys are getting. I'm gonna have to put up the. I'm gonna have to increase the. Why does he have 1 million points? Who knows, actually.
Make good bets.
Yeah, he must make good bets. AKA Dave is in chat asking, since when does TC run at this time? We just started running Friday night fight cards. So, Dave, if you want to get involved, you know where to find us. Very first round starts off with a touch of the gloves from both competitors. Oh, nice hook up top from Asher. Now, for those of you that are joining us for the first time for Total Conflict, and we're not around for Season 1, we are in the middle of Season 2. Asher had made a bit of a name for himself for going on quite the losing spree, unfortunately. But he is here tonight, looking to come back and start off his run in season 2 strong.
Yeah, and unfortunate that that's on his record, but here he's pressuring like he should against the Cody Garbrandt pick. Obviously, we know that Cody doesn't have the greatest chin, and pressuring with Pewter, who has amazing health stats and good striking, could potentially be the first indication that Asher has made some adjustments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Asher's looking very good. Oh, beautiful flying knee lands for Asher. He gets clipped with the hook over the top there from Mateus.
Yeah, Mateus obviously showing us some signs of a very experienced player there with the slip hooks. But I do think he's maybe a little bit nervous. I don't know if this is his first time competing or not, or what. But it definitely does look like he's hesitating to throw some strikes.
Oh!
As I say that, he gets a beautiful rock there on the Pewter. He's pressuring him, looking for that finish.
Yeah, definitely big moment for Mateus. Prior to that moment, we had gotten a nice little raid from somebody that I'm a fan of personally, a gentleman by the name of Now You Tap. For those of you that don't already follow Now You Tap, go ahead and follow him. And a tremendous shout out to Slay Slinger on a big moment for Asher with all of the gifted subs that Slay is bringing.
Oh, and it might be over here.
Asher is looking on fire as Slay rains down subs.
Shout out to Slay and Asher here, just both making us go crazy in the commentary booth over here.
Unbelievable work from both guys. It seems like Asher is feeding off of Slay and his generosity, bringing some intense violence. Is Asher potentially surprising a lot of people watching tonight?
I mean, it looks like Mateus was maybe getting the better of him on the feed, and then he just pulled out 2 crazy counters back to back and put him on the ground and in a bad position there. But
yeah,
this fight does start with full health again in this next round, so I mean, Asher has to pull something out again and potentially try to get the finish this round.
Ooh, well, and this is the thing about the oh shit, Showtime, man, that's another guy, another UFC 5 content creator that I'm a big fan of here on. Oh!
And a beautiful knockout there from Mateus. I mean, Asher maybe got a little bit overzealous and got slept going for a flying knee.
Man, I was so proud of Asher. Man. Well, congratulations.
Well, if anything, he gave us potentially a fight of the night. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But hey, that's a great point. That's a very good point. Well, congratulations to Mateus on a excellent performance here tonight. Really, kind of back and forth. Asher was really starting to shine at the end of that first round, but Mateus really kind of, weathered the storm and was able to get through and, find the finish in the second. That was fantastic work, frankly, from both guys. But Mateus is the one who walks away with the victory, so congratulations to him. Oh shit, I got it all fucked up. Wait, did they both say? Oh no, never mind. Disregard me. Disregard me. Congratulations to Mateus. I'm a sometimes I can be an idiot. I looked at the bottom and it said Asher, and I was like, oh fuck, was that Asher that used Cody Garbrandt the whole time? Like, what the fuck? All right.
Yeah, that would have been really impressive, though.
Yeah. I would have been here for it. Okay. Slay is saying that my camera looks stretched. Does it really? Does my camera look stretched? How does it look stretched? I don't know. Slay, I tell you what, Slay, I see you in my DMs, brother. Stick around. Stick around, because if you can see that, maybe you can help me fix it. Because I thought I fixed it, and it turns out that I have not. I guess. I thought my camera was good. I thought it was good. But with that said, Slay, thank you for all the subs. If I say it all the time, guys, if you guys are getting gifted a sub, reach out to the person, hit him with a little @tag, and say thank you. It's the right thing to do. It's the kind thing to do. And you know, it's what you should do, or I'll ban you. Anyway. Let's go ahead and move into our next fight. We have Pigeon versus King Jon Snow. Both high-level competitors. Pigeon has been in the game for a long time, or excuse me, been in a TC moment here for a long time. And King Jon Snow is also a tremendous supporter of Total Conflict, so these guys are already lobbied up and ready to go, so we are going to push things on over to them in the midst of Slay gifting out another sub. And holy shit, 5,000 bits from Slay. Man, I have to say it almost every show. Somebody take this man's credit card away. He's doing irreparable damage. Holy shit, Slay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And Baron, I don't know if it's you or the behind the scenes crew, but the predictions for that last fight, I don't know if they got cashed out.
Let's take a little looky loo, huh? Let's take a little.
Meanwhile, here at Touch of the Gloves from Rob Font and Corey Sanhagen. I mean, Pigeon and Jon Snow are well-recognized names here in the TC community. I think they're going to give us a banger of a fight here.
It's a possibility that that Verse has fallen asleep. I'm going to have to ask that that maybe Asher take over the predictions. I am going to start the prediction now between these guys.
A little of an awkward pick there in Rob Font. I mean, he was amazing in UFC 4, not as great in UFC 5, so definitely an advantage for the Corey Sanhagen pick here. But I think if anybody can make it work, it's Pigeon.
All right, so it looks like somebody else beat me to okay, versus in chat saying that he's got the predictions. Asher saying that he's going to go to sleep. Thank you very much, Asher, for your performance tonight and your help. We greatly appreciate you. We will see you later, my friend. Just a little over 3 minutes on the clock left in this first round. Now I'm here for the Rob Font. I'd appreciate a like a skin update. You know what I mean? Like give the man, you know, let the man be bald.
Oh, and a beautiful knockdown there. Kind of block broke him there. I think Corey just did a lack of head movement here. Now he's in stack guard, taking some big shots.
Nice shots there from Pigeon to drop his man. Another uppercut ends the combo on King Jon Snow. John has to be a little bit more lengthy. Maybe some teeps or some side kicks, some leg kicks. You know, something to try and, you know, keep his man you know, away from him. Oh.
Yeah, and something that I find, I guess, a little bit concerning is usually Corey, since he doesn't have much power, he has good health stats. You want to play on the back foot, use his speed, his length to your advantage. But he's standing right in front of this Rob Font. Oh, and kind the game kind of cheated him there out of a stun, but oh
Yeah,
well. Move on.
okay. All right. I'm glad that you called that because I was like, yeah.
Oh, and there's a stun right there.
What do they call this? Like never mind. Never mind. 20 seconds left in this first round. King Jon Snow suffers another big knockdown. Only a couple seconds left as Pigeon postures up and starts to rain down some shots. Not looking good as the first round ends for King Jon Snow. Hopefully he can come back in the second round, find himself a little bit more success.
He's definitely not out of it. I think Corey has, like I said, he has a lot of long-range tools where if he changed his game plan here and just started playing on the back foot, he could potentially win these next 2 rounds. But I mean, with the potential of a 10-8 in that first round, we'll see what is the urgency coming out here.
Man, I'm gonna have to change the what do you call it? Oh, big shots!
Oh, and a beautiful overhand knockout.
Wow, some of you guys are just here for the violence and here to perform. Barely giving me enough time to say anything before I have to lose my shit. What an unbelievable overhand knockout.
And for Jon Snow going back to the lab there, just trying to potentially work on some head movement there, on keeping the distance and just being a little bit smarter there on the defense. But Pigeon overall, great performance, and just knowing when to put that pressure and when to destroy that block there, which got evaporated really, really quickly.
Yep. Yeah, well, good fight between both fellas, and congratulations to Pigeon. An excellent result as he walks away with a great win, especially after last week, because like I said, I'm pretty certain that last week he found himself on the losing side against Striken, so he's walking away feeling pretty good about himself tonight. But with that said, I believe we have one more main card fight before we get into our co-main and main event. Shout out to everyone who's been joining us and watching tonight. We appreciate you guys. We hope that you have enjoyed yourselves tonight. We are looking to get through a quick card. A quick reminder, speaking of Striken, that we do have Cleaning Tuba versus Striken for the Xbox title on Sunday, your typical Sunday time. So please do not miss that. It's going to be a excellent card. But with that said, what in the holy fuck is going on here? Let's go ahead and push things on over to Drake UFC and Button-A-holic? Button-A-holic. Who's Button-A-holic?
Yeah, Button-A-holic is a TJ.
TJ, okay. All right, so we have Drake UFC versus TJ. Man, is this guy getting his whole stream set up? We don't need this stuff.
Yeah, I think he wasn't trying to do this, but he left it on accident, and now we're here seeing the outline stuff, which we might have to tune it over back to Drake and have Drake put the stream up on his end. If you're hearing us, Drake, that'd be great.
Yeah, that might be ideal, because we can't have that. We can't. That's not ideal. Let's go ahead. You guys have been spamming me by redeeming your points for advertisements. It says that there's an ad playing now, so there's not much that I can do. But I tell you what, if we don't get these overlays off by the time the ad ends, guess what your boy's gonna do? We're gonna run another ad. So if you guys would like to avoid the ads and hang out with myself and Deadpool while we wait for whatever the hell it is that we could possibly wait for, then go ahead and subscribe. You can do that with either paying for $5.99 a month or with an Amazon Prime subscription. If that doesn't work, unfortunately, you missed Slay. You know, throwing down 20 subs. So if you're here for next stream, that might happen. That might happen again. I don't know. Slay comes in pretty often, just, you know, tossing subs at everyone who doesn't have one. Slay, look. He's still here. He's trying to find people that don't have. Shout out to Whimpering Ian gifting out community subs. Appreciate him. People are trying to find people to give subs to. And it looks like we're up to 118 now. Man, congratulations, Total Conflict community. 118 subscribers, mostly due to guys like Slay. Let's see what's actually up at the top. We got 21 from Slay. Deathman's got 5. It looks like Knightfall's got 3. So yeah, if you guys want to be on the leaderboard for subscriptions, for gifted subscriptions, you guys can get up there. I think it's monthly subscriptions, so your name can be up there for a whole month. How fun and exciting. JUFC,
yeah.
Wow. Shout out to JUFC gifting a subscription to the main event player Vader. You guys, I say it all the time. If you guys get gifted a sub, it doesn't matter who it's from. Say thank you. Sorry, Deadpool. Go ahead. Say I didn't mean to cut you.
No,
off.
I was just gonna let you know on the updated side that okay. It actually looks like we have a stream there from Drake now, so we can pull that up.
Oh, very good. Very good. He's hit me with the YouTube. Okay. All right. This will be okay. All right, great. Thank you, Deadpool. I appreciate you for keeping us up to date with that. Like I said, these guys are still lobbied up. They're still ready to go. But now we don't have any more extra overlays, so let's go ahead and get things pushed on over to them. Listen, I know what you guys want, okay? I'm not naive, all right? Let's just get through this fight, and I'll take the hat off, okay? Just
I thought you were gonna bring out the oil like they've been asking for. That'll be for another time.
It's we're gonna set up some subscriber goals for that. That could potentially happen though. But here we go, round 1. Some interesting picks because, you know, here on the main card, the 4.5-star fighters are opened up, but here we have a lightweight fight, I believe. Yeah, lightweight fight, and we've got a Conor McGregor who at lightweight you've only got really a couple options, and they're either 4-star or 5-star. I don't think there's an in between, right?
Yeah. There's no 4.5-star McGregor. I will say that Drake UFC is one of the better Conor McGregor's in the community here, so I think that he has a pretty good understanding of what he's doing here with this 4-star Conor.
Interesting.
Even though maybe he's at a deficit with the stats.
Yeah, guys, I can tell that it's delayed. In between rounds, I will refresh it and we'll see if that helps. But there's not much that I can do about the audio being delayed right now. So I'm gonna need the viewers at home to use your imagination to the best of your ability. But
I was gonna say, I don't know if the audience prefers not hearing any audio to delayed audio.
Yeah,
they can definitely let us know. But
pause and unpause. Oh, okay.
You're still pretty delayed.
Yeah, it's like worse now that I've paused it and unpaused it. So it's fine. I'll just. Yeah, it's different on PC to phone. I appreciate you, Goat. Thank you for letting me know. 2 minutes on the clock in this first round. We'll just go ahead and switch things on over to the commentary desk, and I'll just refresh the page for a moment. You guys will be all right.
with a minute 20 left here in the first round. I think that they're exchanging pretty evenly. Maybe Drake is getting the better of these exchanges at a distance, just because it looks like Dustin's falling short. Bunaholic maybe hasn't found his distance.
Yeah, a lot of good movement from both guys. I mean, you know, while both guys are trying to land damage, they're both doing, you know, well to stay defensively sound and, you know, cancel most of the big damage out. So a little taunt there from Buttonaholic almost got him in trouble.
When he gets opened up there on the nose with a kick and straight there towards the end of the round. We're going to go ahead and refresh the page here just to try to get the sound back on track.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
You can say actually the audio was playing from the...
That's why it was off. That's why it was off. All right, well, unfortunately, you guys get almost no audio because I didn't realize that that the game audio was coming from a different stream. So that was my bad. That was my bad. But anyway, here we go. Round 2. While the audio is no longer delayed, you guys just unfortunately won't be able to hear too much. I've got their channel all the way up, but there's nothing that we can do about it. But
yeah,
here we
Drake
go.
might
4
just be
minutes.
One of those freaks that doesn't play with any sound.
There's a little bit of audio that's showing up on OBS, but we do have a lot of those people that play in silence, and I just go like, why not just hit mute, man? Why rob us from you know, an exciting fight?
This fight is very technical here on the feet. On a beautiful elbow counter there. Bunaholic just maybe being a step just behind here in these exchanges and overall just in the fight. I feel like maybe he has to make an adjustment if he wants to see some success here on the feet.
He's got his man hurt for just a moment. Tries not to overreact to it.
Beautiful lunge step there, but he doesn't take advantage of the counter window there and kind of lets it go.
Yeah, very technical fight between both these guys. A lot of respect from between them.
A lot of high-level footwork. None of them kind of wants to give the advantage here on the feet or be at a deficit in either stamina or health.
Oh, nice shots there from Drake.
And Drake is one of those players that will just wear you down little by little. And another stun here and does a beautiful combo there, but it doesn't land.
Drake's being accurate.
Yeah, Bunaholic kind of throwing in some wild head movement here and a crazy spinning heel kick there that if I would have had a second longer, that would have been a crazy knockout.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you know what? It landed. And yeah, I mean, if there was any other time where, you know, if there was more time where you know there could have been more to happen, then you know, yeah, he probably would have gotten rocked and seriously hurt. But here we go, round 3. Now that we've finally started to open up in the last in the end of the last round, We are here now in the beginning of the final round. 4:33 on the clock. Big uppercut just barely misses.
And I mean, potentially Button Holly could be down 2 rounds now at this point. And with Drake not really having to push and playing the same technical game that he's been playing, what adjustments does Buttonaholic have to make in order to try to get a victory here? With another beautiful slip there by both parties.
Nice takedown attempt there. Was able to avoid it as Drake. It feels like Buttonaholic is starting to feel like this fight may potentially be running away from him a little bit.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of crazy stuff now.
Oh, nice uppercut.
But with someone who's playing technical like this and not really opening up too much, throwing a lot of crazy stuff sometimes doesn't really help out.
Oh, big shots there from Drake. Starts to pepper his man with those uppercuts.
Nice little combo. They're trying to fight back. Oh, but gets stunned immediately after. That nose is in terrible condition there, and it's honestly just a significant strike away from dropping him, and there you go.
Oh. Whoo.
I mean, Drake
Big
looking
moments.
for a highlight KO here, yeah.
Oh. A nice response there from Buttonaholic, not to panic. He's able to keep his opponent away with the jab. As well. Oh my goodness. Ducked right into it. Drake bounces on top, looks for the finish. Not quite able to find it. Only 35 seconds left in this third round.
Yeah, and Drake not in a big rush, obviously, to finish the fight. He probably feels like he's up. Just kind of picking a shot still. Oh my god, a beautiful uppercut drops that Dustin.
Wow. That Dustin just got dusted with a naked uppercut. Wow. Wow.
A beautiful performance there by Drake, kind of methodically breaking it down and then taking advantage of it in the third round.
Unbelievable, man. Congratulations to Drake. That was an unbelievable victory and an excellent performance. I mean, frankly, from both guys. Both guys put on great performances tonight, but that was an excellent performance from Drake. I mean, you really can't ask much more than that. Very methodical. What the fuck is happening here? Let's go ahead and get into our co-main event. We have BK Knightfall versus EK Warrior. Let's see. I got the link up and ready. Looks like we have ourselves a rematch between Cody maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because
It should be Cody Garbrandt. It usually is the one that's showing up is the one that's
okay. I was like, the game's a little glitched, so I don't know. We'll see who we get. But yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. I don't know why everything is so busted right now. Everything is so goddamn busted. But let's go ahead and push things on over to the co-main event. Like I said, these guys are already lobbied up and ready to go. We still have the main event scheduled for tonight. Vader, also known as Fortify, versus ImTheGoat. That should be a very good fight. And frankly, the fight that we are all here for. Shout out to everyone that has subscribed and gifted subs tonight. We have reached our goal of 120 subs. We are now going to be eyeing 130 subs goals. So let's see if we can get a quick head start with this co-main event leading into Sunday, and maybe we can get that 130 goal met. We're at 121 now as we start off the very first round of this co-main.
Yeah, this is a great fight. I mean, EK Warrior, obviously a very well-known player in the comp community, and then we have Knightfall as well, who I'm pretty sure is coming off of a great victory last card. So
yeah, both guys, I would say, have a name for themselves within this community. And looking to put on a scrap here tonight. Shout out to Vito Trindad for the follow. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. 3:35 on the clock in this first round.
and right away we see a different approach, obviously, from the earlier matchup with EK Warrior putting the pressure on with the jab. Obviously, he has the power. You don't really want to be with your back against the cage against Disputer. So this is ideally how you would want the match to kind of play out. Obviously, Knightfall is still firing back, though.
Yeah, Knightfall is going to have to fire back in an effort to stay in this fight. This Cody Garbrandt is, frankly, just quite cracked in this game. So, you know, this prime version of him. So, he can hit very hard and very quick. Big shots being delivered from both guys. Nice uppercut there from Knightfall. Warrior looking for his shots. Three minutes have gone by in this first round.
Yeah, EK Warrior still putting up that pressure, working on that block, and working on the head health of Knightfall. Well, Knightfall is still firing back and getting some random shots in there, but overall, EK has been fairly secure there, or held down in the defensive position.
But did you see that, though? Oh! Nice shots there being delivered from EK Warrior. Knightfall is in a lot of trouble. And this is what I was going to say right before that rock is, you know, Knightfall hit him with a double jab, a straight, and then a hook. And it did not break his block. It didn't, I mean, it dropped it a little bit, but it did not break it, which told me that EK was, I mean, he's not receiving as many shots as he's delivering. So the output is there. He's landing damage. He's hurting his man. Knightfall is going to have to, you know, survive the last couple seconds and change something up. Maybe start adding in some
What a beautiful check hook there. Puts him down and kind of saved by the bell.
Yeah, he's going to have to change something up in a big way. Maybe start, like I said, adding in some takedowns, some clinches. I do want to remind people at home and the competitors, and while we've been thankful we haven't seen this happen yet, there is a 3 clinch per round rule here at Total Conflict. So you're only allotted 3 clinches, and then any more after that, and you're liable for a DQ. So, you know, do want to be careful about that. However, if you haven't used any clinches, you might want to start using them, you know, especially if you're suffering a situation like Knightfall is currently.
Yeah, my main concern with how Knightfall is playing is that he's just obviously letting him. Oh, and he goes for a beautiful takedown there and gets it. Doesn't even need the clinch. But I was going to say the clinch, I don't know if it's open just because of the jabs that EK is throwing. He might interrupt and end up getting a good combo off.
That's an excellent point, Deadpool. You're 100% right. In fact, when I'm playing online, that's one of my main weapons against somebody that starts clinch spamming is to just start throwing shots in his face. It typically keeps him off, but you have Knightfall postured up in mount position now on EK Warrior. And this is a terrible position for Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, this is terrible just because Cody's stats on the ground are not very good, and Pewter it has pretty good top control, not very many submissions, but pretty good ground striking. The guys just kind of doing little rabbit shots here on each other. Nothing too big. Trying to build that GA, but Herb is going to stand that up. Quick look at stats. This is how you know you're in a high-level fight here.
Mm-hmm. Nice takedown fake. Was trying to go for the uppercut, but it was defended from Warrior, but commits to the takedown, and Warrior still able to defend very well. Again, to reiterate your point, Deadpool, these are high-level competitors that we're having compete on the co-main event here.
Yeah, and obviously Knightfall kind of trying to mix in the grappling here, going for the double leg bails and trying to put him on the cage. Unfortunately, Pewter doesn't have back take. So when you get into those positions, it's not very dangerous because you just have to hold L2, R2. So you get here, and there's not really much that you can work with.
Oh, nice counter shot there from Warrior. Warrior's finding himself behind that black line, kind of planted back there, but still making it work for him. Goes for the takedown. Does Knightfall finds success. Still got just a little over a minute left in this second round.
And does still look to be a Pewter round here. And we're seeing the block of Cody go down here. Obviously, longevity is a big part of the Pewter Jan game. You want to take this to the third round and pressure more. Fortunately, I don't think Knightfall has done enough activity to put Cody in that vulnerable position there. And a beautiful jab hook there gets the head health really low. And we can see a drop at the end of the round here. There it goes. Oh, and a beautiful taunt into a straight. I mean, showing off there.
That was beautiful. You kind of have to appreciate that. Excellent shots being landed from EK Warrior to drop Knightfall in the final seconds of the round. Frankly, the cameras didn't even catch all of it. Ed Parker and JUFC fighting in the stands as they watch the current fight in the octagon. 4:44 in this third round as it starts off. Big shots being thrown from both guys.
Yeah, and the Pewter Jan head health is really, really low now. So, I mean, we could potentially see a big knockout.
Oh! Coming back as Knightfall drops EK Warrior.
And again, just the mistake of trying to secure a round that you're obviously losing 2 rounds now. So you'd think there'd be a little bit more urgency to try to finish this on the feet.
You know what's disappointing is that it feels like Knightfall was winning that second round until he got dropped a couple times, and it's like all that work went for nothing, and now he is really starting to get bodied out here in Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much that he can do. The block health is pretty low. Obviously Cody has good power and good speed. It's kind of hard to work around that on the feet. Oh, and a beautiful head kick, and he might be going for a big knockdown. Not enough stamina, unfortunately, to keep following up there.
Yeah, but excellent work there from Knightfall.
And we've obviously seen EK Warrior pick it up towards the end of the round. Sorry, Baron, I'll throw it back to you.
Okay. I was just going to say, I see someone in chat complaining about the ads. Hey, Oat, you're lucky. I've just been letting them go. there's people that have been asking for me to play them, so. A minute 35 left in this co-main event.
And Cody's a block out this. Oh, and a beautiful slip hook there while Knightfall was trying to get that block out a little bit lower to try to land something big.
Oh.
I have a feeling we might see a crazy knockout here towards the end of the round.
Oh. All right, EK Warriors looking to follow up a couple punches just to finish the deal. And that is it. Congratulations to EK Warrior. Man, stayed patient, stayed methodical, got a couple knockdowns, didn't get too you know, overwhelmed. I mean, obviously he's you know, someone that has been a competitor for a long time. This is a guy that has competed on much bigger stages than Total Conflict. So, you know, he is well aware of his capabilities and was able to perform very, very well tonight.
Yeah, and I see a comment from Ian there saying that he was trying to get Mount when going for the takedown there in that second round, or in the third, or beginning of the third round. But unfortunately, against a high-level player like that, getting Mount from side control would be very, very difficult, I would have to say.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that leaves us with one fight left. We have ourselves the main event, the fight that we are all here for. We have ourselves GOAT of MMA, or as you would know him in Discord, ImTheGoat, versus Vader, also known as Fortify. You guys are fucking pissing me off with all these different names, but here we go. Real quick, shout out to Shogun for the follow earlier. Shout out to King John Snow for the bits. Appreciate you guys. Jedi in his mom's basement playing 20 ads a fight. I'm not in my mom's basement. I'm a 35-year-old man. Thank you though. Let's see. Okay, all right, but these guys are already lobbied up. You already know the rules. So let's go ahead and get things pushed on over to them. Listen, if you guys want to avoid the ads, you already know the rules. You already know the rules. You already know what it is. You can subscribe for $5.99 a month. You have $6. You're telling me you can't spare $6 a month? Brother, please do not self-report like that. Please do not self-report how broke you are like that. Nobody needs to know. Slay Slay giving out the subscriptions to Oath just to quiet the man so that you know, he can. Hey, you're lucky that this doesn't have a subscriber only chat. Here we go, very first round of this main event, heavyweights going at it. I very much appreciate the Alistair Overeem. You can already see him doing the little side steps, trying to bait his man in before he finds a big shot.
I will say, I mean, we already saw some knees from GOAT really early on here, so that might be a plan of his, but that sidestep definitely took away that tool right away.
Yeah, John Jones pick being used by a high level competitor like GOAT is very, very, very dangerous. Seeing a Alistair Overeem pick is frankly audacious. But Vader is doing it. He's here with it, and he's doing relatively well. He finds himself on bottom, recovering half guard with 3:05 on the clock, and GOAT on top now.
Yeah, and this is a concerning position here for Vader, just because obviously John Jones is a much better grappler than Overeem.
Much better grappler. I mean, now I believe that this Overeem is still going to have he's got to have four-star like guillotines, right? If not 5-star. So
yeah, I believe he still has full guard from side control here as well. I could be mistaken. Someone will correct me there.
yeah, so still you know, methodical and careful does GOAT of MMA have to be. Maintaining this side control position and landing a couple of elbows from the top is GOAT.
And I know someone shouted that out in the chat, and that's something that definitely is going to have to be looked over. But the fake from the side control does stam drain if you bite on it, so that could be. I mean, that could be vouched for stam drain. I'm not sure what the ruling would be on that. Verse would definitely be a better person to observe, and that'll be checked out after the fight.
Yeah, if it's deemed as a proper exploit, there could be disqualification that one could be looking at. But a big shot being landed there from GOAT, starts landing the elbows from the clinch, trying to really wear down his opponent in Vader. Now, for those of you that are joining us perhaps for the first time, not only tonight, but in Total Conflict's viewing history, we had a quite a big tournament, a 64-player tournament of some of the highest level competition that was ran over 2 weeks across both consoles. Vader was the one to win the PlayStation side of that tournament, the Regicide Invitational. So he comes in with a wealth of experience, and frankly, some good wins under the TC umbrella. So, you know, he's feeling confident, you know, especially with that Alistair Overeem pick. I can't emphasize it enough.
Yeah, and the one thing that's concerning to me is that obviously we've seen Vader sidestep a good amount of kicks and knees now, and we don't see GOAT kind of backing away from throwing those. I wonder if he just hasn't made that read, or if that's something that he might get clipped with here later on.
I gotta imagine that a guy like GOAT probably saw it before we did, you know, because I saw all these side steps too throughout the first round, and I go, yeah, he's really trying to avoid a lot of straight shots. Like, okay, so, but you gotta imagine GOAT is aware of that too, right? So despite him still throwing straight shots, he's probably trying to bait something out.
Yeah, and maybe even a potential fake or getting him still to do those side steps in order to be able to punish him maybe a little heavier with round strikes.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of seeing when players use fakes and feints to add to their game. But there's a chatter that's saying the stamina of Vader is looking bad for a 5-round fight. And that is a completely fair analysis, chatter. Vader's stamina is suffering in context in the comparison of his opponent. So that could be potentially something that GOAT is going to bank on over the last 2 minutes of this round.
Yeah, and obviously in terms of body health, they're probably around the same, if not maybe an advantage for Overeem there, but just using the body shots effectively, body health does not equal stamina. Sometimes you have to work around that.
Nice catch of the kick there from GOAT, able to trip his opponent.
That's huge. That's huge, just because that takes away a lot of long-term stamina.
Yep. Not only that, but now you're having, see, that's the thing. Now you're having to force Vader to get back to his feet. which he is able to do on a second attempt due to the cage crawling animation. But still, you know, all of that work is going to put a tremendous amount of strain on that stamina. Was able to do a flying, or able to land a flying knee is Vader, but still only a couple seconds left to this second round. Deadpool, what is Vader gonna have to do to find more success as we get into this third round?
Ooh. And a potential big counter there, but finished by the end of the round. But I think that Vader has to change his game plan. I don't know if it might be even a little late here for that. I feel like he's maybe taking too many shots and overthrowing sometimes there in the pocket, because at the end of the day, what's hurting him is the fact that he's throwing and then getting hit to the body, and that's taking a toll on his stamina early on. And as we see that, if Goat takes this to the ground, that could be a big factor.
All right, so speaking of, as we get into this third round, it looks like Goat had some words for the commentators booth. He's saying that there was more than 3 clinches that in the second round.
I was looking at the clinches. I was not sure that I saw more than 3. That's again something that's gonna have to be looked at. We already have the potential stamina drain from side control, so I mean it could be a couple different things that we're gonna look at.
Yeah.
Just keep your composure, obviously, for both fighters here. If anything does happen, you don't want to count on a DQ and then potentially end up losing the fight anyway.
And
both players being pretty generous with their clinches here.
Yeah, as verse, you know, one of the owners to Total Conflict is in the chats, trying, you know, doing his best to clarify. It has to be 3 successful clinches, so clinch attempts do not count towards the 3 clinch per round rule. It has to be 3 clinches that are successfully grabbed, I guess.
Yeah, and then tuning back into the fight, both players here are a big shot away from stunning the body, and honestly, there's not enough long-term body health there where they would be able to take many shots after that. So this honestly is going to be toss-up here.
Yeah, 2 big shots being landed to the body there from Goat, back to back, and then gets one handed to him. Almost gotten those Alistair Overeem knees, a la Brock Lesnar.
Oh, and a beautiful double rock there. And both players exchanging knees here generously, but Goat catches one and takes it to the ground now, where he's going to wear at that body health over and over again. Obviously, from the bottom position, you don't really have any. He takes full mount. You know, John Jones has great ground striking.
Yep, and he's able to posture up. He's starting to land down those shots now, Deadpool.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but a potential look for a bobble as well there from Vader. And this, honestly, a lot of these things could be just instinct, where he's not doing it on purpose, but it's just engraved. But and again, the potential stamina drain there from side control, which we've been talking about.
And here we go. Only a couple seconds left in this third round. He is draining the stamina. He is applying the submission, and he is not able to get it. Vader's able to scurry out of the submission attempt at the very end of the round. We're moving on into championship rounds, despite it not being for a championship belt. Going into the 4th round now, I believe.
Yeah, it's a very close fight. Like I said, that the body is really low on both ends, where it could be lights out for anybody at any point. But obviously, we're not going to count the decision too much, just because we don't know how the rules have been managed throughout this fight.
Yeah. I mean, to much to what you've already mentioned, Deadpool, we are definitely going to go back, rewatch this fight, and get a better idea of who broke what rules. Big shot being landed there from Vader. Gonna have to be careful as Goat gets dropped. He has a tremendous amount of head health, or at least long-term head health, but the body is so toast. Not going to be able to find a finish by landing shots to the head from here is Vader, especially with almost no stamina left.
And I mean, grappling with Overeem too is a risk that you're taking to potentially get subbed here on the ground as well, just because, you know, Jon Jones has a good amount of submissions off of his back.
Yeah, very submission dangerous is Jon Jones, as is GOAT of MMA, the player behind Jon Jones currently. Just a couple seconds over 3 minutes of this 4th round left. And Vader finds himself on top. Not for much longer, though. GOAT of MMA able to sweep him into half guard. Finds himself on top now. Potentially going to be moving into mount. Not so much.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it was a risk going to the ground here with this Jon Jones. And he gets a Kimura locked in. And we'll see if he can get it. Faking the Kimura here. But he gives up backside. Unfortunate to see that. A big denial there.
Very difficult submission to get the Kimura in, especially at the higher levels of competition. Still a little bit of time left as Vader looks to move into sprawl and then get back to his feet. Almost looked like he was going to be successful, but does not find success. GOAT did look for a submission, but it was denied. Both guys get back to their feet now. Oh goodness.
Oh. And obviously the body health is just so low where you're too concerned about the body health and you're getting hit up top. And
oh man,
yeah, it's a matter of if he can survive these next 30 seconds here on the cage.
Oh my God! I was gonna say, I mean, a lot of this right now feels like it's just Vader not striking, right? So, oh God! Only a couple seconds left. He's definitely going to survive his GOAT, but. Whew, man, we are going into the 5th round, everyone. And I know what people are thinking. Man, this is just a... No, oh, what the fuck is this guy talking about? High-level competition. These guys are just fucking knee spamming each other. Like, what the fuck? I get it.
I mean, sometimes this is what it looks like, unfortunately.
I get it. But these guys are very talented. So... Both guys, it completely exhausted me. It's right in the middle of this very last round and exchanges knees. GOAT of MMA is dropped and gets back to his feet. And this is just going to be an elevator fight. Whoa.
Yeah, and I mean, Vader obviously is a very... well versed here in the cage, and he kind of knows what to do. A lot of clinches here from both players. I don't know what the count is at this point. We've obviously seen a lot of concerning stuff during this fight.
All right, well, congratulations to Vader. That might have been probably the most just like kind of gross, like I feel dirty kind of fight. Like I feel like I should take a shower after this.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately it didn't play out as great as we'd like to see. It was kind of more of a a battle of attrition here, trying to see who can get the most knees off on the body.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, Vader had said earlier on during the week that he was ready to start delivering some Alistair Overeem knees. So
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen Vader do this in the past as well, so it's not very surprising. But I will say that I expected maybe a different game plan from Goat as well, but it looked like they were just trying to exchange and see who had the better knees.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Vader. If you guys are watching and that was your first experience with Vader, I do encourage you to go back through our archive on our YouTube and watch the Regicide Invitational PlayStation division. Very much a different competitor, but congratulations to him on a win. He walks away with a win. You know, good fight on both guys. Otherwise, thank you very much, Slay, for the gifted subs. We greatly appreciate you, man. I say it all the time. If you guys are gifted a sub, please reach out to the one that gifts you that sub and say thank you. It's the nice, kind, polite, if you will, gentlemanly thing to do. All right, I had to work for that one. But with that said, y'all, we have come to the end of our show. I know a lot of you guys were looking to guide the raid and all, but well, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Thank you to everyone who has joined us here tonight on Twitch and on YouTube. It looks like Deadpool is gone, or something has happened. Maybe no, Deadpool's still here. Something has happened with the cameras. I'm not 100% sure.
We'll have to figure that out. I think they can still hear me though.
Yeah, no, they can still hear you. It's just for some reason my stream died. I don't know. Let's see. How's that? Does that work? All right, yeah, you're back. All right. Thank you to everyone who joined us here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys will join us Sunday. Just a quick reminder that on Sunday we have the Xbox Championship title on the line. 5-0 Cleaning Tuba versus Striking, a former champion here at Total Conflict MMA. Very much looking forward to that fight and all other 9 fights that will be on that card on Sunday. You guys already know where to come for it. Same place, different time. And perhaps most likely different commentators to a degree. I'll still be here, but we'll most likely have Pudgy. But with that said, thank you to everyone who has given so much support here to Total Conflict tonight. Slay and Whimpering Ian and Knightfall and everyone else in between. We very much appreciate it. Shout out to Verse for all of his help tonight, both making all the graphics and the predictions. Shout out to King Jon Snow and his support. Shout out to Deadpool for joining me here tonight. Deadpool, do you have anything? I'm sorry if I asked you this, but do you have anything left for the people before we get out of here?
No, well, great fights. Great card. Obviously, a lot of high-level players in this one, with a crazy co-main event and a crazy main event there, which we'll see how that plays out in results. And not much here from me. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys will be seeing me fighting actually on Sunday, not commentating. But thank you all for tuning in though.
That's right. Yep. So we will get to see Deadpool. We've seen him commentate. We love him commentating. Now we get to see him fight this coming Sunday. So very much looking forward to that. If you guys are not already following us on all of our social media platforms, please do that. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. The bush that Jay got pushed into, just about anywhere that you can find us, that's where we'll be at, and that's where you can follow us. We appreciate all the support. We love you all so much, and we will see you on Sunday. Be real, be good, be real good. Peace.